The day is here. The day I was talking about. We're going to make two KS1.5s. Yes, I have my KS1 and my KS2, and we're going to move one of the four boards from the KS2 to the KS1 to put three boards in each so I can fully take advantage of my new 2400 watt PSU in the KS1, as well as be able to fully overclock on the KS2, since right now with four boards, I do hit the power limit on my PSU. One overclocking. So, with three in each and 2400 watts available in both, I should be able, in theory, to hit over 2.4 terahash with three boards in each of these for a combined total of 4.8 terahash between a KS1 and a KS2. So instead of 3 terahash, I am aiming for 4.8 or higher. We're going to see if that's possible today, but we're going to get started by opening these up. Alright, so we got the back of these units open. You can see the two hash boards in the KS1, the 4 and the KS2, and how they're all connected. Now, there's someone else in the community has already done 3 in a KS1-2 shell before. They found that the best placement is to put 3 boards here with the open space on this side, and then to fill in this open space with some sort of insulation or something to block the airflow. Again, you want to force the air into the fins of the heatsink. Just like water, air will take the path of least resistance, and if you leave this open, this board would actually get worse cooling because the air is not forced into the heatsink. It'll go around it because there's less friction. Now, in this case, I'm going to move these 2 boards all the way to the left, so I know that they're the ones that came with this, and then add the 3rd board, which will be the last board from this guy, into this slot, and then we'll have our 3 here. So, got a lot of unscrewing. That'll also change where the control board pulls power from, because obviously I won't have screws in this 3rd slot to attach from, and I'll have to bring a ribbon cable with me as well. So, nothing crazy there though. Just going to get into it. Oh, and I do have another control board, because this has a KS1 control board. I ordered a KS2 control board so that I can see all 3 boards. So I do have to make that swap on this unit as well. This obviously already has a KS2 control board, so no issue there. But yeah, if you do leave the KS1 control board, you'll only see 2 of the 3 boards, or 4 boards if you were to convert it into a KS2, which is unideal. So I did spend the money to get a KS2 control board for this unit. So we're going to get to moving all these around, and then we'll be right back. And there we go. We got our 3 and our 3. Again, we just moved this one to here. I do need to see if I can find some insulation real quick. And we swapped out our control board. Note, so by default, with a KS2, for example, this would have been board 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I actually shifted them all down. I'd rather see 1, 2, and 3 rather than 2, 3, 4 and have empty 1 in the GUI on the web page. But you know, that's up to you. I just would rather see 1, 2, 3 and it show 4th as empty, even though this would normally be slot 1. So I just shifted these all down 1 on each. So I'm going to quickly see if I got any anti-static foam to fit in these spaces. I can't remember if I have any on hand. If not, we'll have to run it like this for now, but we'll plan to put something in there eventually. So let me go check, and I'll be right back. All right. We're back in Red Squadron now, where I have my CASPA miners. Got our KS1, KS2, KS3L, which I'm also need to work on. Whole different story with that one. But yeah, these should be ready to go. I didn't end up having, I had foam, but not heat resistant foam, which, you know, would just melt and cause some issues. So we're not going to do that. So essentially these will all run. Maybe one board will be a little hot for now. Long term, I just need to get some type of heat resistant spacer that can go in there. But we should be pretty much ready to turn these on. So here we go. Let's turn them on. This one's going to be with a new control board, the KS1, so I don't know what its IP address is going to be yet. This one will be the same, still a KS2 control board. just with 3 boards now. So we're going to head on over to the computer, see if we can find both these and start overclocking them, and see what our wattage is going to be. Actually, they're on the same PDU, so I'm going to actually turn this one off for a moment. We're going to overclock this one to what I know is a stable higher overclock that I haven't been able to achieve, and then go from there. So yeah, let's head on over to the computer. We'll see what the wattage is once we get this all set up, and then we'll turn on the other one. So so you can see here we've been running for quite some time now, and yeah, so after some tuning and whatnot, we're hovering right around 2.4 terahash on this KS2 that has 3 hash boards, which is absolutely crazy if you think like from the factory it does 2 terahash with 4 boards. We're doing 2.4 terahash with 3 boards, and it's been super stable, no real issues, really low pool rejection rate. It's a little warm, so I do got to repaste this. You know, I do have some chips that are in the 90s, which you can kind of see here. There it is. Got some mid 90s. Only on the specific chips when I look in the software, though. So, for example, you can see like there's just one on this board. This board's actually pretty fine. This board has another one. So, so there's just a few hot chips that probably just need some repasting. I'm running this at 1375 megahertz to get that 2.4. And we should let's go check on the PDU and see what power we're doing to get this 2.4 terahash. All right, so we're in the mining room now. This is the only unit on this PDU at the moment. All the rest of the units are off. You can see we're getting about 8.43 amps at 237.2 volts. Doing the math real quick, that's about right around 2,000 watts. So 2,000 watts is getting us 2.4 terahash, which is, you know, not the most efficient, but again, I'm just seeing the most amount of terahash I can get out of these units and these hash boards. And that's safely below, you know, the threshold on this PSU. These are 2,400 watt output PSUs, so still a decent amount of headroom. I can't really go. I tried going higher than that 1375 megahertz. It just won't go. It starts to lose hash rate actually. So yeah, that's about the max I can get out of these is 2.4 terahash out of 3 boards at 2,000 watts. Really happy with the outcome here. So hope you enjoyed this. Found this content, you know, helpful. Again, link down below to where you can find these PSUs, these 2,400 watt PSUs that work by default without any modification with the bus bar on the KS1 and KS2. So it's a nice little upgrade you can do to get more hash rate, whether you're going to run 4 boards or 3 boards. Again, the PSU that comes with these is only 2,000 watts, so you can't get these overclocks possible with the standard PSU. So link down below, like, subscribe, and that's all I got on my KS 1.5s. Until next time.